Welcome to Sacred Star Tarot. I'm Corinne and this is your urgent message from Spirit. Now, this was an unplanned message and reading. I had a very urgent calling from Spirit to convey this message, and so here we are. Now, the message that I was getting from Spirit was that this is a very crucial time for you and the planet. And because of this transformation that's happening on a very global scale, on a very personal scale, there are these two polarities that are going on. You know, there's very split polarities between the higher consciousness and lower consciousness, and that divide has never been greater. And because of those changes of energies and all of the planets that are involved, pulling in energies, taking energies out, that's going to have a very physical effect on your mind-body complex. So that is how you're thinking, how you're feeling, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And through this process of transformation, on a very personal level, you'll be shedding off the old, and your true nature and your true self will be coming through. You'll also be connecting more to those 5D qualities of your intuition, inner guidance, remembering who you are, remembering past lives possibly. And so this transformation and shift is happening very rapidly. And the concept and the understanding is that we're no longer in the old, but we're not in the new either. And that's the same for you. You're no longer the person that you were, but you're not quite into that new energy of being in your perfectly healed and divine self. And where the discomfort comes is you'll be back and forward between the two. And why that's uncomfortable is when you're in that old frequency and reactions and thoughts and emotions, you get pulled back into it. And you feel suffering, you feel confused, you feel tired. And because you're so aware of it, you can be worried about like, oh, what's going on? Nothing's changed. I'm still the same. And you can have all of this frustration coming out. And this message is from Spirit to help reassure you to know that, no, you're not the old person that you were before. You are going through this transition and transformation. And yes, because you're in between, you're going to have times where those old waters, beliefs, feelings arise, but you're always going to be moving forward and shedding them. So just being really patient with yourself and being really gentle and knowing that no, you're not going back, you are moving forward, you are transforming, and you are changing. And that was just so important that Spirit just, made sure that I could jump on and give you that message. And your first oracle card is Partnerships with Penguin. And the message here is accept yourself and your colourful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. That's right. And what Spirit wants you to do is to really be the colourful self that you are. I feel that you've shut down parts of yourself because, when you're a child or throughout life, you've been made to feel that they're not good enough or there's something wrong with you, and you had to change yourself to fit in. And this is the time where you become the bold, bright, unique, eccentric, whatever that is, or however your authentic self looks, and really being unique in that. And it's the puffin. Sorry, I don't know if I said the penguin, but it's the puffin. And I don't know much about puffins. I think they're quite unique. Now, let's get another message from the angels for you. So it's a time of major personal transformation. So, when you're looking at the astrology and seeing all of the planetary alignments and, massive massive changes, understanding that the microcosm and the macrocosm is a reflection. Whatever is, so as within, so without. And you're personally going through this transformation, and we're seeing it on a global scale too. Now, transformation is always important, can be uncomfortable, but it's so that you can really step into your alignment, what you're here to do, who you are, letting go of all of those old programs and patterns that have created suffering and fear and anxiety and doubt, so that you can live a more joyful, free, blissful life and connected to spirit. So you have the angel numbers 1551. Hold your vision. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time to put your ideas and your goals and follow them with all of your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous and brave spirit. Lovely. You do. You have such a brave, courageous and beautiful spirit. So hold your vision of what you want to manifest in your life. And that's the point. For some, if you are trying to manifest the love of your life and a soulful connection, hold that vision, because the puffin is about partnerships. If it's finding the career that you want, the career that energizes you and fulfills you and gives you financial abundance, hold that vision. Knowing that you're in the process of changing your entire life, or at least the things that you want to change. And this is it's like the fertile ground that we have right at this point in time to hold our vision, to create the life of your dreams and what you really, really want. So let's find out a bit more from tarot. So you have the King of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands. Now the King of Pentacles is the king of, financial stability. He has created a life that he wants, and he's really mastered his life in the world. The pentacles involve our relationships, your wealth, your finances, and the king is sitting on his throne and has the ability to do that. And Spirit wants you to tap into that energy. Now, the Nine of Wands, I think you're a bit battle-worn, battle-weary. He's looking a bit disheveled, isn't he? Let's face it. He's been through lots and lots of battles, and now, this is a time where you might need to put some boundaries up, conserve your energy, decide what you do want to do, what you don't want to do, and really make sure that you're setting good boundaries so you're not wearing yourself out. Let's find out a little bit more. Holding your vision of what you want, that was really quick. All right. Wow. Wheel of Fortune and Queen of Cups. Beautiful. So Spirit wants you to know that these times that are going on right now, as difficult as they are, and going back and forward between it's almost a void. I'm not who I was, and I'm moving, I'm not who I am, not who I'm going to be quite yet. But this is the fertile time where times are changing, and Spirit wants you to know that. Now, with this queen, she is the queen of compassion, of empathy, and I feel like this is you, whether you're male or female. She is highly emotionally intelligent. She cares for other people, but more importantly, she cares for herself. She doesn't suppress her emotions. And this is the time where you want to acknowledge your feelings, be connected with them, connected with use your emotions for guidance, and realize that your emotions are your greatest benefit and reward. But the Wheel of Fortune is that tables are turning. If you've gone through struggles in the past, this is reassurance that things are changing in your life. You're coming out of a time where there's been challenges and you've had to really work hard on your personal development. You've overcome a lot of your past, your hurts, your struggles, and now we're coming into the new age. The new age or the new earth isn't quite here yet, but it's coming. We're kind of starting, we're nearly on the cusp of it. And that's what Spirit wants you to focus on. In the meantime, it's finding ways to bring more emotional fulfillment into your life. The Queen of Cups has been through a lot in her life, and because she's experienced a lot, she's developed incredible emotional intelligence and empathy. And it's really recognizing how much of a gift that is, and that's who you are. So let's find out a little bit more from Spirit. There we go. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Now you have Temperance and the Fool. Beautiful. I knew I had to do this reading. Temperance is all about maintaining balance, and that's what Spirit wants you to do. If you're going back and forth between feeling the old and, wanting to feel in the positive again, just tempering your emotions, taking it slow. And the Fool is, taking the leap of faith. So there's something new that you're wanting to experience or do. Now is the time to get in that full energy. What I'm also getting from that is that it's the time to understand you're a new person. The Fool is the 0. He's like just starting life afresh. And that's what I think is happening for you. You're starting life afresh. The Fool has very little baggage. And that's the beauty of him. He has innocence, so he's going into the world fresh and vibrant and new. That excited energy that children have. And that's what Spirit wants you to understand, is that you're shedding off the old. Focus on who you really are, this new energy, who you want to be, what's in your future, so that you can shed off the past and realize it's the end of difficulties and it's this new beginning. And you'll feel refreshed, revitalized, and there'll be newness. And the Fool's 0, sorry, not 1. Beautiful. The Fool is so free-spirited, and it's important to get in touch with your free-spirited nature. Now let's go to Spirit. What do you want? Let's go to the Oracle. I'd love to get another message from you. So be really patient with yourself. Tap into your unique gifts, your magic. Focus on the magic of life, because that's the new you. The new you is connected to intuition, to magic, to the unseen world, to your spiritual gifts. And now's the time to really step and focus on that aspect. And if you're a little bit back and forward at times, that's okay. Every day is a new day, and it's changing. You're just in this kind of in-between. I think that's where the collective is as a whole too. So let's get another message from you to help you right in this moment. Okay, lovely. Oh, we've got a couple. So break the chain, and you're already doing it. Beautiful. So break the chain. we can see that she has left the cave. Exactly. So I think, you have already come out of this period where you're in the old. You've already come out of the cave, which is great. So just remind yourself, you're not who you were before. You've already passed. You've passed the initiation. You've come out. And then you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Exactly. I think you're already working in a way or living in a way that is aligned to your spirit. And this is just saying focus on that. Focus. You've already put the past behind you. There might be this little in-between stage where you're back and forth, but just trust that you're on the right track. You're facing your true north. This is who you are. This is where you're at. And that is the truth. That is the truth. Let's get one message from the moon for you. And just keep focusing on what you want to experience. So notice if the mind goes back to your past, because you don't want to create your past. You want to create the future and put your vision on what you want to create. So Spirit's saying, even if you need to journal and journal what you want, do a board of what you want, but focus on this future version of yourself that's highly intuitive, that's magical, that's aligned to spirit, where synchronicities happen, where everything is working out for you. Then you have new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Beautiful. And I think that's what's happening. You're stepping into your confidence. Don't let the old version block that. And Leo is bold, So be bold. Show your colours and your personality. That is the message. Lovely. So that is your message from Spirit that just had to find you today, or whenever you have landed on this video in your time. It is a really strong confirmation. I am sending you all of my love and light and blessings. Just be you, be authentic. You're amazing. You've moved past the old. You're now in this transition, this new experience. And I'm sending you all of my love and blessings. Subscribe to my channel to never miss a reading, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.